strong, where is the audience? Where do they belong? They call it arrogance, I call it clarity. I built this empire, brick by singularity. My success is a shadow that stretches past the sun. When they say we, I know I am the only one. I am the one, the solitary flame. To bow is a folly beneath my name. Look closer at the mirror, tell me what you find. A self-made God leaving the weak behind. This elevation is not a choice, it's my birthright. I stand on the pedestal, bathed in my own light. The whispers are just noise beneath my gilded throne. The critical testimonial softly overthrown. They say I push them down, but they simply fail to climb. My vision is the future, they're trapped back in time. I don't need a savior, I don't need a helping hand. I am the architect of this incredible land. I am the law, the undisputed height. To crawl is your function, to fade from sight. Forget all of your worries, I've conquered what you seek. A self-made legend, only the strong may speak. This elevation is not a gift, it's my command. I stand on the highest peak above your understanding. Don't speak to me of grace, don't mention humility. I carve my own perfection, my own reality. I hold the hammer and the blueprint, the star in the dark. The only power I acknowledge is the beat inside my heart. They preach of a fall, a lesson to be learned, but the peak is where I live, forever unconcerned. The inevitable reign. To doubt is a weakness, to worship is to gain. Look closer at the mirror, what you see is fate. The future is sculpted and I stand at the gate. This elevation is not just power, it's my destiny. I stand on the pedestal, alone and finally that matters is my own.
Is my Bible, the balance is my prayer. A fortune is a promise, more than I can bear to lose. I count the coins till morning, they whisper in my ear. It's not enough to have it, you must hold it near. They speak of charity, of giving from the store, but every single silver piece just always worth the cost. Until I own the air you breathe. There is no such thing as enough. They call it a sickness, a shadow on the soul, but my spirit thrives on having absolute control. I trade the light for diamonds, the feeling for the price. I sacrifice the warmth of love for cold, hard, brittle ice. I never look behind me, only to the next big game. The pleasure isn't spending, the pleasure is the pain. I can never lose a single coin. The velvet room is breathing, the candles burn so low. I see the hidden hunger in the amber of your glow. This dance is not a waltz, it's a gravity and pull. My red dress is a promise, breaking every single rule. Don't speak of consequence, don't mention morning light. Let's live inside the madness of this complicated night. Lust is a fever, it's a beautiful decay. It knows the things to whisper just to steal the breath away. I don't need a savior, I only need the touch. This dark devotion is too little, yet it feels too much. This feeling is a danger, I see it in your eyes. The only truth that matters is the one beneath the lies. Let the mask finally fall.
Your voice is a chasing shadows far away. My hands know where they're going, no need for introduction. I crave the sweet surrender, the elegant destruction. You are the perfect weapon, pointed right at my chest. I know I should resist, but my soul is put to the test.
Lust is a hunger, it's a necessary wound. The taste of forbidden is the only truth I've found.
I don't need absolution, I only need the heat. This single selfish moment makes my bitter life complete. This feeling is a promise, I see it in your gaze. Let's burn down every bridge within this golden sultry haze.
We own the night now.
This ashen crown we wear, it's forged in quick desire. We trade a lifetime's freedom for the warmth of temporary fire. The deeper we descend, the less we want to leave.
We give each other everything the world will not believe.
Lost is the master, it's the only way to kneel. The closer we are, the more profoundly we feel. We don't need forever, we only need the right here. Drowning in the moment, conquering every fear. This feeling is our power, we see it in our hold.
More precious than any story that will ever be told. Don't let me go.
Never.
Just one more moment.
One more touch.
They walk in golden circles beneath a sky so blue. Every laugh is a melody I was never taught to do. Their ether is perfection, a story written well. While I am wrapped in shadow, a prisoner in my hell. I see the gentle kindness in the way they look and hold, and I burn not for their touch, but for the life they were sold. My chains are made of wishing, forged by a bitter mind. I look at what you're holding and leave my own behind. I don't want what is mine, I only want what's yours. The sight of your true joy is a wound that never cures. This poison in my heart, this luminous ingredient tells me I am nothing unless I'm what you've been. Why does it come so easy for them? I follow every footprint on the path I could not take. Every victory they claim, I feel the ground begin to shake. I'm caught beneath the shadow of a trophy I don't own, and pray a sudden darkness will leave them just as alone. Their sunlight is a blinding, unbearable cruel light. I wish to trade their triumph for my perpetual night. My chains are sharp with malice, a cage I cannot break. I look at what you're building and wish it were my stake. I don't need your approval, my plight. I look at their perfection and hate with all my might. I wanna be the reason that their happiness must fall. This glowing heart of jealousy consumes and conquers all. This poison in my soul, this everlasting hungry greed, it tells me I am cursed, the one who should have been the glimmer. It fades when they look at me. It's not enough to be happy. They must be unhappy too, just like me.
The hunger in my belly is 1,000 screaming mouths. It doesn't care for manners or for treaties or for vows. It isn't just for bread, it's for the iron and the gold. It's for the sacred stories that have never yet been told. I see the world as platters laid out just for me, a banquet of possessions from the mountain to the sea. They call me Glut-Tony, but I am simply need, a vacuum for all pleasure, planting every selfish seed. I will devour the kingdoms, the knowledge and the art. The prize isn't the eating, the prize is filling the empty heart. I reach out for the scepter and the coin and the red wine. The world is a magnificent thing and I'm determined it's all mine. Tony's time to feed. I rip the crowns from monarchs, I feast upon the law. A satisfied moment has a single fatal flaw. It is only a moment and then the need returns, a deeper, faster burning that forever always yearns. I swallow every secret, I consume the air you breathe. The more I take, the wider the emptiness beneath. They call me Glut-Tony, a creature of the maw, thunder in the heavens, breaking every natural law. I will consume the power, the silence and the fight. The rush isn't the taking, the rush is blotting out the light. I reach out for the thunder and the scroll and the sword's gleam. The world is a delicious thing, a never-ending wicked dream. I can feel it slipping. Must have more. The terror in their eyes is another spice for me. The thrill of the consumption is a terrifying spree. I'm bursting at the seams, yet I still must grab and take. I know it's self-destruction for my own pathetic sake. I chew through every boundary, I choke upon the end, but the hunger is the journey that I must comprehend. Belongs only to me. There is no end. broken promises, a lesson I was taught. You thought my patience endless, you mistook my calm for weak. Now feel the thunder rolling as my true intention speaks. I am the final reckoning, the storm you could not dodge. My voice is the explosion, the fiery crimson lodge. This is not a passion, this is purified flame. I rip the world apart and I call its pieces by your name. I don't need a reason, the anger is the guide. The only cleansing power is the place where fear has died. Look at the shattered city, the chaos is my art. The only way to finish this is tearing out the heart. Tearing out the heart. I don't recall the insult, I've forgotten all the slight. All that matters now is the overwhelming might. The armor is my skin, now the fire is my breath. I welcome the oblivion, I welcome a swift death, your death. The rage is a religion, and I am its high priest. I crave the sweet release of this consuming endless feast. This is not emotion, this is focused primal force. I tear the structures down, charting a destructive course. I don't need forgiveness, the vengeance is the key. The only satisfaction is the ruin you can see. Look at the weeping sky, the lightning is my call. The only truth that's left is watching everything fall. You brought this upon yourselves. They preach of peace and reason, of turning back the tide, but the only thing I listen to is the beast inside. The lava in my veins now is the truth I must unleash. Every step is a quake, tearing through the fullest leash. I am beyond the stopping, beyond the simple plea. The storm has reached its center, and its center is me. This is my existence, forged in the violent heat. I'll stand among the wreckage to complete my dark defeat. I don't need a witness, the aftermath will tell. The only final monument is the kingdom now in hell. Look at the empty landscape, a testament to rage. The only final purpose is turning a burning page. I am the wrath. Burn.
The book is open on my knee. The words have blurred to gray. I should turn the page, but I choose to drift away. The clock upon the mantelpiece just ticks the hours to dust. There's a chore by the doorway, a thing covered in rust. I know I should be moving, the sun is nearly gone, but but the effort of the moment seems too much to take upon. Let the dust settle, let the silence grow deep. I prefer this numbness to the promises I keep. The world is in a hurry, but I choose to stay still. This soft velvet prison conforms exactly to my will. There is no ambition, there is no burning goal. Sloth is just the absence, a quiet death inside the soul.
Too heavy to lift a hand. The royal robe I'm wearing has seen better days, I know, but the journey to the closet is further than I'll go. My hair lies like a puddle, my eyes are half closed now. Every single thought I have just brings a weary brow. I could speak to you beside me, I could find a word to say, but silence is much easier, letting the day just step away.
Let the dust settle, let the silence grow deep. I traded all my actions for the comfort of my sleep. The world is making noise, but I choose to simply pause. This warm, heavy blanket is better than its loss. There is no urgency, there is no pressing need. Sloth is the slow surrender, a quiet, forgotten creed. Exhaustion is the burden of the heart. Let the dust settle, let the silence grow deep. We let the days escape us, the harvest we won't reap. The world demands attention, but we choose to turn it off. This lack of movement is our ultimate rebuff. There is no tomorrow, there is only endless now. Sloth is the peaceful answer, the final empty bow. The time is.
It doesn't matter.
Should we try?
Later.
Tomorrow.